Hey everyone,
Hello,
I'm Chris.
I'm Emily.
We're the Book Cougars, which you know because you're watching our channel.
We haven't been together in a while, so we're a little bit out
Yeah.
of practice, but we just recorded episode 81, which is very exciting.
Totally exciting. So this is our first regular episode since June, I think.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We've both been traveling a lot. We've been really busy.
Yeah, it's been fun. So
yeah.
lately, what did we have? We had the episode, we had our Book Expo wrap up, and then we did a Book Expo interview episode where we interviewed folks.
Right, at Book Expo.
Yes.
And then we had our read-alongs, dual read-alongs with Jenny. So we were on the Reading Envy podcast talking about Gone with the Wind. That's episode 157 of the Reading Envy podcast.
And then Jenny was our guest on episode 80 talking about Saphira and the Slave Girl by Willa Cather.
Right. So we haven't had just a regular catch-up episode until today.
Which has been great.
Yes. And so we have a regular episode, and then at the end we have a really cool author spotlight with two
authors.
Female authors who were great, and they were so wonderful to send us copies of their books. We announced on our 80th episode. And these are the books, and we just talked with them. So at the end of episode 81, you will hear about their books. One is called Tilda's Promise by Jean P. Moore. And then the other is 48 Peaks, Hiking and Healing in the White Mountains by Cheryl Sukers.
Yeah, so nonfiction and fiction, great giveaway here. To be entered to win our Book Cougars giveaways, all you have to do is subscribe to our email newsletter. And you can find the link, we'll put it below. And you can visit bookcougars.com and find it there.
Yeah, it's the subscribe tab, I believe.
Yeah.
And we're going to choose a winner next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, yep.
Right?
Our episode 81 will go live on Tuesday, and we'll announce the winners on Tuesday.
So much excitement.
So much excitement.
Yeah. And big breaking news, actually, we learned today from Cheryl also, is that REI just picked up her book.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, the outdoor outfitter store is how I would refer to REI. They're in every state, so you can find it there. Mm-hmm. Or we also
find it soon.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't ask her when they're going to have it in stock, but also in episode 81 show notes, which are available at bookcougars.com, we'll have all of the contact information for both Cheryl and Jean's books.
Yeah. It was great talking with them.
Yeah, very interesting.
It was the first time we had authors on whose books we hadn't read. Yeah, I think.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was fine. We always like to talk about books that we vet for the most part, but they both sound great.
Yeah, I definitely want to read both of them. As a matter of fact, I was like, maybe these giveaways, the books won't quite get into the mail next week.
How do you feel about used giveaways?
Yes, that's right. A few dog ears.
Yeah.
How do you feel about dog ears? That's a whole other subject.
Yeah, people go crazy about that, don't they?
They do, for sure.
Well, one more thing we wanted to talk about. Bianca Marie's new novel, If You Want to Make God Laugh, is out in the world now. We highly, highly, highly recommend this book.
Yeah.
And her previous novel, Hum If You Don't Know the Words, which was out last year. Great stories. They are both set in South Africa, Bianca's homeland. She lives in Canada now. She's from South Africa. Right. And they're just great stories full of great characters. I'm using the word great a lot, but
because it's so great.
So great. It's true.
We should have great coming up over our heads.
I love the story. I love the characters. I like fiction. Characters is what appeals to me, I think. Yeah. Characters and place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you hear authors when you go to author events or author wannabes. Well, I guess writers who want to publish anyway, talk about character development. And I'll hear people say like, oh, that author's so good at character development. And I'm not sure I really know what that means. Mm-hmm. But then when you read a book like this, you realize, oh, I know what that means because I woke up in the morning to finish the book and saw I had 30 pages left and wanted to cry because I knew that meant I'd be saying goodbye to these characters, right?
They're great characters. And this book, like her previous one, it's told in alternating chapters. In this book, it's 3 characters, so they each get a chapter. And so I love hearing about the different characters and what they're seeing about each other.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun.
Yeah. It was a really great story with three great characters. And there's some other cast of characters that appear, through these people's points of view as well. So.
And we want to add, too, that we requested these advanced reader copies. It's not like we got paid.
Right.
At all. So, this is not like paid advertisement that you're watching. We're just huge fans of Bianca. We met her a couple years ago at Booktopia in Vermont at the Northshire Bookstore and just really enjoyed her so much. We are huge fans because she is an awesome human being.
Yes, and a good storyteller. And we are going to have the pleasure of seeing her next week in Middletown, Connecticut at Madison. No, what am I trying to say? R.J. Julia's and Wesleyan, or at Wesleyan.
Wesleyan. Wesleyan University now has R.J. Julia running their bookstore. Is what it is. So I think it's like a joint venture, and it's in Middletown, Connecticut, right on the main strip. So come join us at 7 p.m.
We'd love to meet you.
Totally.
And it's available now, we should say. She's on her book tour. Check out her website. Right on.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Bye.
Happy reading.